Hey everybody, this is Ori here. I'd like to discuss today the $600 unemployment boost and the future of work. So we all know on July 31st the unemployment boost was ended actually, and we don't have the $600 unemployment boost. Now the question that everybody are talking about in Senate, in the government, is should we extend it, should we not extend it, how much? And I'll give my opinion. I'll also give the point of view of the Republicans and the point of view of the Democrats, and why I'm a bit concerned not just about this $600 unemployment boost, but about the future of employment and work in general, which I'm not just here in the United States, but in the world in general. So the Democrats wanted to extend the $600 unemployment boost until January, which I understand where they come from, because you know a lot of industries have actually lost their revenue, like restaurant industries, movie theaters, bartenders, even a lot of a lot of people literally lost their jobs, and now they're making equivalent money or more money or even less, but it doesn't matter, on unemployment. And the Democrats want to extend the unemployment because they know that the economy has not recovered yet, and the amount of people that are unemployed is still high. However, as we all know, it also gives people disincentive to go back to work, which is also understandable, because hey, if you're staying home and making $1,000 a week, it's not bad. Now let's talk about the Republicans' point of view. They want people back to work, and that's why they did not approve the $600 extension, and they want to find some middle ground in between, which is understandable. I understand where also they come from, because hey, you can't have a nation on unemployment, because if everybody are on unemployment right now, how can they get back to work? Now the big question is that I do believe that there will be a middle ground between the Democrats and the Republicans in regards to the $600 unemployment boost. And the boost will stay, I wouldn't say it would be 600, it might be 400, it might be 300, it might be 500, it might be 600, it might be 200, whatever they decide on, but at the end, the boost will end. However, since we've been already on since March, so many people have been unemployed, people are not used to work anymore. It means that they're not used to go to work, and they're used to get a certain amount of money every week or every month, so they know they can pay the bills and eat and stay afloat. And it would be really interesting where it goes, because a lot of industries like let's look at restaurants, the amount of people that will be hired in a restaurant would be less than it used to be, because if there is a capacity of people in restaurants, or the amount of people that stay in the restaurant is less, that means they need less employees. And same as let's say movie theaters, or even like taxi drivers or Uber drivers. In certain areas, less people are driving, but let's say you're going to other areas where a lot of people are commuting, Uber drivers are doing well. But in general, there is less demand to be outside, and that means there would be less jobs in the world. Like even gyms, look at gyms, they are losing people are not gonna come to gyms anymore. People who work at the gyms lost their jobs, and the amount of people that would come is less. And even when they reopen, how would it be, and stuff like that. So that's why I understand why the Democrats want to increase the unemployment, keep the unemployment, and why the Republicans would like to to decrease the unemployment because they want people to go back to work. However, the big question is that are the jobs going to come back? What kind of jobs will come back? And what is the future of work? Because people will need to adapt to the new world, and also people are still original to get money coming through their door anytime. Just get paid, and get paid. So they would not be original to earn their own bread. And that's why I think it's a little bit sad that us as human beings are not going to be original to earn our own bread. I just hope something will pop up, but still it's a scary time because what kind of jobs will be back, how many people will get back to work, and I feel like in my next videos I would like to cover what kind of industries are actually thriving during the pandemic, and then we can learn something from those industries and understand their business model. And once we understand their business model, we'll understand how each industry should adapt towards the new economy and new world. And I'll give you a little bit of it. And what I would say is that the industries that are doing well are any industry that is able to create a product or content that comes directly to everybody's house, where they don't need to leave the house and it comes to them. And these industries are actually booming during the pandemic. And if they're booming and other industries are actually dying, those industries have to adapt to the new economy or they will die also. Now, in regards to work, it really scares me because I'm not sure all the people will be able to get back to work. And what would people do and what kind of jobs will be out there, how the jobs will be, how the market would look like, really scares me. And I just hope something will pop by because it looks like we're going to a point that I think has happened a little bit before the virus, which was unfortunately it was universal basic income, which I don't support. However, it just looks like that there is no other option for people because the job that they had does not exist anymore. And once it doesn't exist, they will have to readapt themselves towards the new economy, or they won't be able to sustain themselves and bring value in the new economy. So, in conclusion, in regards to the $600, I'd like to say that I do believe there needs to be they need to find somewhere in the middle to keep the boost, but also to give people incentives to look for work, get work, and just keep it up. And maybe they should give a back to work bonus and decrease the 600. Maybe they should stick the, let's say instead of 600, 400, and then give a back to work bonus still, or maybe give a big paycheck to anybody who leaves unemployment and goes back to work. Really interesting. We'll see what's up. I'll cover other interesting topics in my future videos, such as industries that are thriving, industries that are not thriving, how actually where I live in New York City, how it looks like these days, and why I'm not sure New York City would be the same anymore, or any major city in general. So I hope I've given you good information. It's not there is more out there that I have to give. And I hope you give me feedbacks in the future. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of the videos that I'm doing, and my editing is not the best. However, I'm still working on it. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you like the information and the insights that I give. And take care. Bye bye.